Okay, so it is Saturday, August the 15th, 2 weeks out, 14 days, 14! Currently in my car, about to eat, so let's see if I can do this without spilling my food. Chicken thighs and asparagus, all 4 of my asparagus spears, because this is the point where we are extremely low carbs because it's time to lean out a lot. I probably shouldn't talk with my mouth full, but I'm hungry. Okay, I'm back. So, I went to Dallas yesterday and I met with my posing coach, IFBB Pro Jacqueline Gomez. She's with Front and Center Posing with my team CTM. And it was good. I went and I saw her maybe like a month ago, a little bit over a month ago. And when we had our first in-person posing session, because we were doing virtually before, when we had our first in-posing session, I left feeling very defeated and full of self-doubt. And I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to get this posing thing down. And so yesterday was just a complete turnaround. It was to the point to where we had to do like just minor tweaks, but for the most part, my posing has improved significantly. I have been working my behind off, practicing my posing 3-4 times a week. And we had a moment where it's like I hit it and I hit it correctly, and coach was just like, yay, good job. And then I was like, oh my God, I just started crying. So it's so embarrassing, but when I'm in prep, I am so freaking emotional. It's not even funny. Like, I am normally not the type of person to be emotional and wear my emotions on my sleeve, but during prep, I cry for everything. I'm either crying or I'm pissed off and impatient. It's just, I've never been pregnant before, but I imagine that this is kind of sort of what it feels like. But anyways, 14 days. I have been in prep for so long. I've been in prep since before COVID. So end of January is when I went into prep, and COVID happened and I still continued to prep. Shows got canceled because I was originally supposed to step on stage back in May. Shows kept getting canceled, and finally the moment that I'm waiting for is finally about to happen. I have registered for my show. Tanny is booked, hotel is reserved, makeup is scheduled, hair appointment, like everything is ready. It just needs to happen now. Wow. But I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. Was I ready to step on stage in May? Absolutely not. Was my head in the game back in May? Absolutely not. So if I would have gotten on stage in May, I probably wouldn't have done that well because I wasn't in it like how I am now. So I'm glad that the show got canceled. And even the show that I was supposed to do here in San Antonio on August the 8th or 9th, whatever day it was, August the 8th, that show got canceled too. And it's funny, that morning before I found out that it got canceled, I had called my coach and I'm like, Coach, I don't think I'm ready. I feel like I need some more time. And we had a nice long conversation, and then the next thing you know, the show gets canceled and I get an additional 3 weeks of prep. So again, I feel like everything happens for a reason. You kind of have to trust the divine timing. And when it's your time to shine and when it's something that's for you, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. So I don't have any expectations going into this show because it is my very first show and I have no idea what to expect. So I'm not going into this show and being like, oh my God, I'm about to go in here and place top 2, top 5, whatever, and be nationally qualified. No, let me just do the show. Let me see what it's like, get some judges' feedback, and go from there. I would love to walk away with a placing, but ultimately this is my very first time doing bikini. This is a brand new world of competing for me, so I don't know. I don't know. Only thing that I do know is that I'm working hard dedicated to my training, dedicated to my diet, dedicated to my posing, and dedicated to what I have control over, which is what I said before. Like, the only thing that I have control over is what I bring to the stage. And that's the only thing that I'm going to worry about, is bringing my best package forward. I feel a lot more ready to compete now than I did 3 weeks ago, than I did 2 months ago. So I feel like I have a good feeling about it. I have a really good feeling about it, just because I feel more ready and I feel more prepared. These next few days, we are going into a hole, as my coach likes to say. We are going into a hole. So I expect to see some changes with my body, because we are about to go. Yes. So I'm anxious to see what my body is about to look like these next few days, and going into peak week next week. And then it'll really start to hit me like, oh snap, this is happening. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my food, I'm gonna go home, and until the next video, bye guys. And we're back. Good morning. It's Sunday, August the 16th, 13 days away from the stage. Oh my God. So I'm getting ready to do my fasted cardio. I'm gonna run some sprints and then do the Stairmaster for my steady state. With it being 2 weeks out, this is crucial time for me to continue to lean out. So I have to make sure that I'm doing the most effective cardio as possible. And what do you know? It's going to be the sprints and the Stairmaster. So here we go. So after reviewing the video, I noticed this little girl was starting to slow down with her running. And then as I ran past her, she looks back and then she speeds right back up. So it's kind of funny, because I feel like this is a message. You never know who is watching you and who you're inspiring. So don't give up and keep pushing. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 18th, August the 18th. 2 weeks out, 11 days out to be exact. And I just wanted to hop on and just kind of give you guys an update of what's going on and how I'm feeling. My energy level is so incredibly low. I mentioned last week or 2 weeks ago that I was carb cycling. However, now that we're getting closer to the stage, we are currently just on a low carb streak. So this is my 4th day in a row being low carbs, and I'm struggling a lot. So I did my fasted cardio this morning. I ran sprints, and it is a little bit after 11 o'clock in the morning, and I just had my first meal. So I've been doing intermittent fasting. It just kind of happened with me being teleworking. But I've noticed, and I've continued to do it throughout my prep, because I'd rather be hungry for a couple hours in the morning versus throughout the day. So by waiting until 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning to eat my first meal means that I can eat more throughout the day, like every 2 hours, and eat all the way up until I go to bed. So this has been working for me, this prep, but strictly I think because I've been teleworking. So yeah, I am waiting for my food to digest a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna work out at home today. So during quarantine, I was lucky enough to have weights at home, so I was able to work out in my garage and maintain my workouts. And even though the gyms are still open, every now and then I like to work out in my garage just for a change of scenery. With me being in prep right now and low carbs, just my patience for people, like my people meter it's low. So yesterday I had a couple people interrupt me while I was working out and while I was practicing my posing. So I kind of just want to get in the zone. And with me being low carbs and my low energy, like I just want to be focused, get my workout done, get my posing done, and go home. So by me working out at home, I get to work out by myself with no interruptions. I get to get in the zone, cut out travel time because I don't have to pack up my gym bag and go to the gym and pack up my meals. And yeah, so I have glutes and hams today. Hopefully I can push through an hour. Again, I'm waiting for my food to settle a little bit, and then I'm gonna start my workout while I have some carbs in my system. So for my first meal, I ate protein pancakes. The way that I like to situate my meals, I'm still doing macros. So my coach tells me the number of protein, carbs, and fats to eat, and then I just come up with my meals however I would like to eat them as long as I hit my numbers. And so I primarily do my carb meals before my workout, which is meal 1, and then meal 3, which will be after my workout. So yeah, so I'll try to record some stuff for you guys. Again, it just depends on how I'm feeling. Being day 4 of low carbs, I'm super flat, so I'm kind of like hesitant about recording myself, but we'll see what happens. Friday, August the 21st. It has been the longest week ever. However, tomorrow we start peak week. Yay! How am I feeling? I'm hungry. I've been low carbs this whole entire week, so this has been the longest week ever. But I am headed to get my wax appointment. I'll talk more about some of my appointments and the things that I do to get ready for my competition in my next video when I go through all of my peak week stuff. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow me on Instagram _Miss Texas. It's been real. Until the next video.